giving my money to some illegal immigrant?
English is the capital of America.
You got a free phone, you f***ing immigrant.
Racist bigots have really been letting their freak flags fly ever since Donald Trump came back into office, but one by one they're learning the hard way that they're not able to get away with racism just because Donald Trump can. And as depressing as it is to see the Twitterification of our culture, it is nice to know that there's still at least some consequences for racist shitheads who've deluded themselves into thinking that they can get away with what they say on social media in real life. So without further ado, let's look at some examples of white supremacists fucking around and finding out, starting with a woman who I'm going to call Pizza Hut Karen, who decided to harass a couple for daring to speak Spanish because, according to her, English is the capital of America. So you can't do that, apparently. Now, the Karen in question tried to make them feel unwelcome and told them to go back to Mexico, but in the end, she was the one who felt unwelcomed because her racist ass got kicked out of the store, and her reaction was priceless when the employee told her that he wasn't going to serve her.
What is your problem?
Right, America, English.
You guys.
I was born and raised here too, and all I speak is English.
I'm bilingual, so I speak Spanish and I speak English. What other language you speak?
English is the capital of America.
I don't care.
Not
I don't care.
Mexico.
No, Mexico. I'm
We're
from
not-
Cuba. I'm from Puerto Rico.
We're not
I
from
go back to
Mexico.
Puerto Rico.
See? We pay taxes here, man. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
you pay taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still our money to pay taxes.
Hell no. I work. I had 2 jobs. So what are you talking about?
I'm standing up for America.
I'm a USA citizen too. What are you talking about? Excuse me, man. Just being racist to me. Just because I speak Spanish, just being racist, man. Really? Yeah.
Really?
What the f? We got on video, so it's okay.
Okay, here's your pizza.
Damn.
Hold on, man.
We pay taxes too. We deserve to live here. What are you talking
Yeah.
about? What's your problem?
Hey, I'm gonna give you your money back. We're not gonna serve you.
Damn.
I'm sorry about that.
Damn.
You have to serve me.
Hey, I got it on video. Don't cry, baby. Don't cry. It's okay. Don't cry.
One sec.
Damn. Don't cry, baby.
Hey, Colby. Come here, please.
Don't cry. Man. We haven't done anything wrong.
Yeah. No, I understand. I understand. I got
Just-
you guys.
She's got mad because of we speak
I understand. I
Spanish.
got you
Come
back.
on. Don't cry, baby. Don't
I'm gonna
cry.
give her money back.
Man.
Mary's not getting her pizza.
We are in the century 21. How she's gonna be racist?
She's being racist.
I am not racist.
Yes, you are.
I am
I got you
standing
in
up
the
for
video.
America.
I got you in the video.
Yeah.
I got you in the video.
That's
No,
okay.
I'm not racist.
Ma'am, you can go ahead and leave.
I got you in the video.
Yeah.
So,
Ma'am, Mary, you can leave.
Damn.
Leave.
That's real bad, man.
Have her. Yeah, let's have her leave.
That's real bad, man.
You're
I'm
you're
not
gone.
doing nothing wrong.
Man,
understand, well.
we're not gonna serve you. Here you
Damn,
go.
that's real bad, man.
Bro, I'm sorry. We appreciate you guys as customers.
Good on those employees. I feel really bad that the guy's wife was crying because, like, how could you not be hurt by that? You're probably having a good day picking up pizzas for you and your family when this inbred racist piece of shit starts accosting you for no reason. Mind your own business, lady. If you don't like hearing Spanish, bring earplugs with you. And she really has the audacity to claim that she's not racist when she's harassing them for speaking Spanish and telling them to go back to Mexico. Totally not racist, very convincing, but I will say that the way he was low-key dunking on her debate bro style was so satisfying to watch. Him saying, "I'm bilingual, ma'am. How many languages do you speak?" That was really nice to see because the answer is 0.5. Like, she can't even speak a full language because we saw the way that she struggled to string together sentences herself. So clearly he was justified in throwing her condescension back in her face. And for her to say, "No, you have to serve me," shows you how entitled she is. Like, she very clearly has a serious case of main character syndrome, and you can tell that she's never really had to deal with consequences ever in her life. Like, it seems like she's always just gotten everything given to her, got what she wanted, but for the first time, perhaps, that wasn't the case, and you love to see it. But she's not alone, because a different Karen at a local pizza shop in Pennsylvania was also triggered after she heard Spanish, except this time, she was mad that her precious ears had to hear Spanish on the television. The workers weren't speaking it, but her white ears heard Spanish on the TV, and she was triggered, and it led to a racist crash out that she's probably now regretting.
You want to tell me Spanish on your TV?
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that is you're not American, dude. I will look you the fuck up and get you the fuck out of our town. Okay? Fuck you. Give me my money back. I'm not giving my money to some illegal immigrant. I don't care. Then you got. You're in America. You're supposed to learn English. You got Spanish. Well, then you got Spanish on your TV. That's a fuck you to Americans, dude. My fucking father was a World War II veteran. Okay, his friends and family died, so you can sit here right now and make money. And you're gonna do this kind of shit. Give me my money back. Give me my money back right now. I want my money back, okay? You don't understand. You're too young to have any kind of respect. Well, check it, okay? I'm a certified CPA, certified accountant. You probably even know what that means, do you? And she's videotaping me. Yeah,
Yeah, because you're racist. You're racist. Yes, you are.
You're a victim.
You're racist.
You're a victim.
I'm not a victim.
You're a
no,
victim.
I'm not.
No, I'm an American.
No, you're a racist.
victim.
You're a
victim.
racist.
You're a victim.
You're a
You're
racist.
the racist.
No,
You're
I'm not
the
racist. I'm not over here trying to get my money
No,
back
come
because
out. Oh, I can do
you're
this
shopping at a
too.
pizza shop.
You're the racist. I'm gonna film you right now, and I got 4,000 followers.
This is our first Karen. Oh my god.
Nah, I've been here. I've been in Hopro over 100 years.
So you're gonna share with everybody that you're racist?
No,
Yeah,
you're racist,
no.
honey. You're racist.
It's crazy to me how they will never admit that they're racist, even when they're caught in 4K. Because to them, being called a racist is somehow more egregious than racism itself. Because they don't view it as an objective description of their behavior. They take it as an arbitrary insult because they lack self-awareness and intelligence and can't comprehend how such a judgment could possibly be made about them. But how about this? If you don't want to be called a racist, stop being a fucking racist. It really is that simple. Being Hispanic isn't a choice, whereas being racist is. And nobody has to tolerate her intolerance. But in retrospect, I bet that Karen wishes she didn't throw that racist hissy fit in public, not only because she became infamous after that video blew up online and went viral, but because she's now facing legal repercussions as a direct result of her harassment. And an attorney broke it down on Law and Crime, and here's what he said.
The Hatboro police, they saw the video that the employee recorded, and because of the racially fueled and profane remarks, she was charged via summons with ethnic intimidation and harassment. Enrique, what is that?
That is basically, so let me say this to be very clear. In America, you're allowed to argue with people. In America, you're allowed to call people names. And this, you have a First Amendment right to do so. And the statute in Pennsylvania does not attempt to say that people can't argue or people can't call each other names. You're allowed to do all those things. What you're not allowed to do is do that because of someone's race or religion or background or some other thing. Now, that's different. That's when it's crossing the line. If I want to call someone a clown, you can call them a clown. If you want to call them a clown because of their color or their race or their religion, well, now Pennsylvania draws the line and says that's intimidation. And that's not allowed. And that's a misdemeanor in Pennsylvania. So the fact that she was arguing with someone, that's not what the behavior is. You're allowed to argue with people. You're allowed to express you don't like something. Or she could have looked up and been like, I don't like this, I don't like this because it's in Spanish. Yeah, she would have sounded like a bigot, but she could have got away with that. When she started saying, I'm going to get you locked up, I'm going to make sure you get put out of business, and started doing all these things, and everything she was doing, she was tying it to his being Hispanic. You're an immigrant. I'm going to get you deported. All of this is tied to his background, his ethnic. At that point, you cross the line, and now you're committing a crime.
Fuck around and find out. Now, we didn't see the whole exchange on video. She was apparently threatening them up until they started recording her, which is when she reframed her racism as a customer service issue and asked for her money back, so she wasn't supporting an immigrant business. And she, of course, denied that she was racist to give herself plausible deniability. But I mean, if you threaten people when there are multiple witnesses and you threaten them on grounds that they're Hispanic and you don't like that, you're gonna be held accountable. I don't know what else to say. But again, these people feel entitled as if it's their their country, and the most minor inconvenience is enough to warrant them melting down and calling the police or ICE on people who dare to inconvenience them by being brown in their presence. They are the lowest scum of the fucking earth, and these people, they deserve all of the ridicule that they're getting online, and I hope that they read every single comment, and I hope it hurts their feelings. But that brings us to our next story, where ICE kidnapped 9 employees at a car wash in Boston without giving them the chance to prove that they were here legally. And on November 7th, Zach Siegel, the president of College Republicans at Boston University, took credit for the ICE raid, writing on Twitter, "I've been calling ICE for months on end. This week, they finally responded to my request to detain these criminals. As someone who lives in the neighborhood, I've seen how American jobs are being given away to those with no right to be here. Pump up the numbers." I've got to say, it's times like this when I really wish that there was an afterlife, because there'd be a special place in hell for people like this, just destroying the lives of 9 people and crippling a small business, all because he doesn't want brown immigrants in the country that he himself chose to immigrate to. You heard that right. He's British, and he chose to move to America, and now that he's here, he's demanding it be cleansed of all of the non-white people. Sorry, asshole, it doesn't work that way. You're the one who needs to assimilate, whitey. We value diversity here in America, and if you don't like that, you can take your ass back to London. And because of his actions, there are some people now calling for his deportation because he pissed off the entire community that he lives in. And a local news report breaks down the entire situation, where you kind of see the backlash that he's now experiencing.
Zach Siegel is the president of the Boston University College Republicans. We talked to him in September after Charlie Kirk was killed. Siegel is now claiming on social media that he is the reason ICE showed up at an Alston car wash earlier this month and hauled off 9 employees.
It's frankly appalling to see somebody that's proud of destroying an entire family, an entire community. These people, all 9 of them, no criminal records at all, yet he's referring to them as criminals.
Todd Pomerleau is the attorney who represents the 9 detainees, 5 women and 4 men. He says Siegel, who was born in London and schooled in the UK, according to the BU Athletics website, certainly can exercise his First Amendment rights here in the U.S. But Pomerleau finds his arguments ironic.
He's talked about how these jobs are being taken by 9 people working at a car wash. Well, he's taking up a college student seat who's from America by his same rationale.
The 9 workers were detained on the morning of November 4th. Pomerleau says many of them do hold legal status and valid work permits that they were never given a chance to produce.
They were grabbed and thrown in a van, never given any opportunity to explain who they were, where they're from.
Zach Siegel did not return our request for an interview or comment. The BU student is an intern for Republican candidate for governor Brian Shortsleeve.
A statement from the car wash saying, quote, "At no point did this individual contact us, speak with management, or inquire about our employees' operations. Publicly labeling our workforce as criminals without any knowledge of who they are is reckless and distressing."
It's really terrible, and I wonder what he thought the reaction would be. Very curious about that.
Todd Pomerleau, the attorney representing the 9 detainees, saying several of them have bond hearings on Monday. And in regards to the reaction to Siegel's comments, he said, quote, "If you don't agree with him, share your opinion. You may do so passionately, but never violently. That is un-American."
He wanted this attention, and in a way I don't want to draw more attention to his behavior, because a lot of people can agree that it was hateful and disgusting and shameful.
Now, the president of the university saying in a statement, quote, "We must affirm the dignity and worth of all people. Too often we fail to see one another's full humanity, overlooking the rich complexity and unique gifts each person brings." Now, by the way, BU student newspaper here publishing a story on this on the front page. They reported that the campus Republicans were planning on hosting a speaking event with the director of immigration studies last night, but that event was canceled at the last minute when students made it clear that they would protest.
Yeah, turns out people are going to think you're a huge piece of shit if you brag about ruining people's lives. And to that lawyer's point, Zach really should lead by example. If he doesn't think that immigrants should take the position of Americans, why doesn't he resign from his position as the president of College Republicans of BU? Why not give his internship to, an American? He's working for a gubernatorial candidate. That's a position that could be given to an American who's more deserving by his logic. Why not lead by example? Yeah, because he's a hypocrite. But now he's getting just a small taste of his own medicine because the bigotry that he spewed towards those immigrants is now being directed at him. Let me show you what the comment sections to those news reports about this story look like. Someone needs to check on his visa status. Student visas have pretty strict guidelines. He might be violating them. I should actually be deporting Siegel. He in fact is stealing a scholarship from a US-born citizen. The irony in this is unbelievable. Notice how he was described as a volunteer intern. Someone check and see if he's violating his student visa with a paying side job. He needs to be expelled from university. Calling ICE with a British accent. It's almost like racism is the real factor. And additionally, the New York Times reports hundreds of people have attacked Mr. Siegel online for his post. On the Instagram page of the BU College Republicans, one person wrote that Zach Siegel should be deported. Another suggested more ominously, Zach Siegel should be afraid. On top of that, there's been protests at his university in support of the immigrants whose lives were ruined by him, and students are also sharing flyers like this, warning others about the danger that he poses to them. And the backlash has been so severe that he actually responded to it by crying victim expectedly, writing on Twitter, "I love this country and everything I did came from that place. I'm an American born in Florida, raised abroad, and I chose to come back home because I believe in the opportunity and freedom this nation offers." Well, your college website says otherwise, so maybe you should show proof of citizenship yourself, asshole. He adds, "I reported suspicious activity, i.e. brown people existing, to law enforcement because that is what any American should do. My intention was simple, to protect my community and uphold the rule of law." And he goes on to claim that he received threats online and whatnot. Now, I don't condone violent threats, but I bet that any of the 9 immigrants whose lives you tried to destroy would gladly trade places with you. I'm sure that they'd prefer people being mean to them online to being kidnapped and detained by Trump's Gestapo. Online threats would probably feel like a walk in the park after that. Now, this saga isn't over yet, and at the time that I record this video, Brian Allen reports that 6 of the 9 immigrants have been released, and his university is devolving into further political turmoil because of his behavior, so he unwittingly set off a firestorm at his college. And I will say I do take some satisfaction knowing that he knows that he is hated by everyone in his community and at his college and online. And I hope that he reads every single mean comment about himself, and I hope it hurts his feelings. Because this man is a piece of shit. He bragged about getting people deported because he wanted to be famous, and he got the fame he wanted, but he probably just didn't realize it was going to be a little bit more than he bargained for. Although, fortunately for him, he did get the approval of DHS, who called him a patriot, which he retweeted. So there's that. You know, he might have tried to ruin 9 people's lives, but at least fascist senpai noticed him, right? Hope it was worth it, fuckface. Just unbelievable here. But these kinds of racist shitheads, they exist everywhere, including in Canada. And that's where the next video takes place, where 3 men harassed an Indian Muslim couple and hurled slurs at them with their full chest right on camera. And we're going to watch the video, and then I'm going to tell you what happened to these assholes afterwards.
Oh my god, don't do that. What the fuck are you doing? Get away from my car.
Yeah, call police. Call police. Hey, can you call 911, please? Yeah.
What you do with the plates, you retard?
Why did you approach like that?
Because you're black.
You banged my car.
No, I didn't touch
it's
you.
It's broken.
No.
I got your license plate.
Did I touch you?
I got your license plate.
Hey, big nose. Did I touch you? Answer my question, you fucking
You're
idiot.
in record.
Did I answer you? I don't care from recording. You got a free phone, you fucking immigrant. You stupid nigger. Stupid nigger!
Embarrassing. This is your reminder that racists are also incredibly stupid, and that's not a coincidence, by the way. And those dipshits fucked around and found out because local Canadian outlet Kawartha Now reports after the videos were posted, several people recognized and identified all 3 of the men who were in the white truck. The police investigation into the incident included viewing the videos. As a result of the investigation and following consultation with the Crown Attorney's Office, an 18-year-old man from the city of Kawartha Lakes was arrested and charged with uttering threats to cause death or bodily harm. The accused man has been released on an undertaking and will appear in court September 16th. According to a media release from Peterborough Police, there is no specific charge for hate crime in Canada that applies to the incident. However, the release states there is a hate crime element to this case, and that will be addressed as the case moves through the court process. Now, I couldn't find an update to the story, but hopefully he learned that there are consequences for racism, although if I had to guess, he's probably just like viewing himself as a victim now who is being punished for standing up for his values or some shit. That being said, he is Canadian, so I don't know if Canadian racists are as apologetic as non-Canadian racists. I think not, but either way, I am glad that his harassment didn't go unpunished. But I've got one more story, and I certainly saved the best for last because it really is top-tier schadenfreude. So a neo-Nazi walked into a classroom. That sounds like the start of a joke, but a neo-Nazi walked into a classroom and he decided to Sig Heil in front of everyone and hurl slurs at the entire class. And I'm assuming that he thought that he would drop the Nazi salute and then book it so nobody in the class could confront him about it. But it did not go that way. In fact, the entire classroom, including the professor, chased his ass the fuck out and confronted him. Enjoy.
What the fuck? Dude, get out! Get the fuck out! Get out!
Get the fuck out of here!
Yo, they had a 30v1 me. Yeah. What? You keep teaching this degenerate nonsense? You keep teaching these kids degenerate nonsense? What? Yeah, degenerate nonsense. Degenerate nonsense. What? Yeah, all you guys.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh my god! Yo! Fucking Nazi! Oh! Yo, they're gonna beat his ass! Oh shit! Oh shit! He's getting his ass beat! Oh shit! Oh shit! Now, bud! Oh shit! That's a no! Oh shit!
Max!
Really? You guys fucking serious? Are you fucking serious?
What did you expect?
Hey!
Do you see what you're doing?
What you gonna do now, bro? Really? And you guys pepper spray me?
What happened to calling the whole class retarded? What happened?
You guys were the party of peace. What the fuck is this?
Post-game interview. Post-game interview. How we feeling? Post-game interview, how we feeling?
There's like 30 of them. Us is like. I'm not crying. Really? Come on, guys.
Is that Owen Wanton or what?
Bro, make a whole. Yeah, it was like 30 of them.
Amazing. He went from Sig Heiling to puffing out his chest, talking tough to the professor, to whining about how unfair it was that he was up against like 30 of you. It's crazy. It never ceases to amaze me how their first instinct always is to play victim, even though he was the one that instigated that. And I love how he was like, you teaching them this degenerate nonsense? Motherfucker, it was Psych 210. Did you even know what class you were going into? Is Psych 210 woke now too? He'd probably say that all education is woke, to be fair, but it doesn't matter what he thinks, seeing as how nobody cared what he thought, as evidenced by the fact that they chased him out of their classroom and confronted him. And you love to see that. You love to see things like this, because if you're a Nazi, fuck you. And fuck all of the people that we talked about in today's video, because they all thought that they could accost minorities with impunity because Trump normalized explicit bigotry. But let this be a warning to every other racist in the country who's thinking about coming out of the closet. There will be consequences for you too. Just because Trump is able to get away with racism doesn't mean that you'll be able to get away with racism as well. Trump is rich enough to surround himself with yes men who'll affirm every dumb thing he says, but you all still have to show your faces in your communities and at your jobs and to your families. And if you fuck around, you will find out. So tread carefully, because if you don't, you might be the next Karen that goes viral. And if that happens, we're going to be the first to cover it.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Play stupid games.
F around and find out.
Prizes. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Play stupid game. Pride. Trans rights are human rights. It is necessary to push trans on the kids. Pride.